Hi, I'm Dave Rutherford. This is Jay Hill, the Dave and Jay Show. Good to have you with us today. You know, we're going to call this episode today, Jay, the Pants on Fire episode. Because pants on fire rhymes with liar, liar, pants on fire. And you know what? We're going to talk about Shannon Phillips, the Alberta Minister of the Environment, who has been caught in a lie, lying about whether or not government employees or, well, whoever around these hearings about a big park that's being proposed for Bighorn Country in Alberta. And Shannon Phillips said in a news conference that the RCMP had opened several files because of these vicious attacks on government employees because of angry protesters concerned about the effects of this big park designation. Turns out, not so. She said the RCMP have opened files, and the RCMP said, no, we haven't.
Yeah. Well, she said that the RCMP had opened 2 investigations.
Numbered files.
And then she said, well, yes, well, actually they didn't open investigations when the RCMP disputed that. And she said, well, no, they had files open. And then the RCMP said, well, no, we don't. We don't have any files open. And so then she said, well, she misspoke. But Dave, when you and I think about somebody saying, well, I misspoke, maybe you forgot someone's name or something, and that's a misspeak. A misspeak isn't when you try to draw the RCMP, our National Police Force, you try to draw them in to defend your own actions, and it's a lie. That's not a misspeak.
No, you're right. She didn't trip over her tongue or anything. No, she deliberately misled, which is lying, the Alberta public.
Yes.
And we're talking about Shannon Phillips today and that incident because I think it's one of many, Jay. Yeah. It's an indication of the attitude this government has towards Albertans. They think they can manipulate them, lie to them, and twist the truth for their own political gain. I don't think it's a big mystery that sometimes political parties do things for their own political gain, but lying to your own constituents, lying about something as serious as this, that's beyond the pale. But, you know, socialists don't seem to have the conscience, Jay, that we would like them to have. They really don't care, I don't think, about the actual process of being honest and open with the electorate. They just, they want to they have their own agenda. They've taken over Alberta, and they want to have everything consolidated inside government. That's their goal.
You know, and as a former politician, Dave, I look at this a little bit differently because I do look at it, or try to look at it from a political lens, in the sense that a big part of the job of an elected representative, be it at the municipal, provincial, or federal level, is communications with your constituents. And those have to be honest, forthright, and regular. And if we look at what has transpired here with Shannon Phillips, the MLA for Lethbridge West, and as you said, our
Minister of the Environment.
Alberta Environment Minister. If we look at what's happened here, is that she used this excuse, which turned out to be a lie. She used this excuse to cancel public meetings where people had some concerns about the creation of these new parks, and they wanted to attend these public meetings to not only learn more, but to have their voice with their elected representatives. And she used a lie to cancel that communication.
I agree. And as I said, I think it's indicative of their whole attitude. Let's go back to the Minister of the Environment, who is responsible for protecting our resources and our environment, which includes the energy sector, right, Jay? Our #1 economy. Let's go back to, what was it, June of 2013. 5 years ago, Shannon Phillips and Rachael Notley, Alberta's Premier, demonstrating against the oil sands, against oil sands, against pipelines, against energy altogether, demonstrating against it. Photographic evidence of them doing that. Now, all of a sudden, now they say they're champions of the energy sector. Again, Jay, a lie. You can't trust them. They do not support the energy sector. Right now, Rachael Notley's trying to get the Trans Mountain pipeline going, and I'm fighting with Trudeau. A lie. Don't believe it.
That's right. And especially as we head into this next election campaign, which certainly Dave and I think thousands upon thousands of Albertans understand is a critical election campaign if we are to return the Alberta Advantage.
Absolutely.
As we head towards this, what Dave and I are suggesting to you is don't believe Rachael Notley, because she cannot be trusted. her government and her MLAs and her candidates cannot be trusted.
Right. One quick fact that we all now know about, a $3 billion carbon tax, didn't even talk about it before the election, and boom, slapped us with this massive tax.
What would they do next?
Don't trust them. Thanks, Jay. I'm Dave. If you want to help us out, you want to continue being involved in this conversation with Jay and I, hit the subscribe button right down here. That'd be great.
See you next time.
Thanks a lot. Bye.